Good morning, everybody. Back up at camp and a brisk early December day. Carolyn and I doing some work around the property. This is the time of year we do a little bit of pruning and cleaning up because of the fact that we have some trees that are unfavorable. For example, the birch that I'm about to take down, it's pretty dead at the top.
As you can see, way the heck up there, you can see that all the small branches are gone, and it's dropping bigger branches, and it is in a bad spot because it's where we park here and the camp's here and so we're going to take it down.
If you're wondering how I knew
that we weren't going to hit the camp, I did one of those old hold your hand up in the air, use your thumb as a gauge, and look, right on the money. I kind of was a little nervous. Yeah, you can see at the top of the tree. It's unfortunate because I hate cutting down any trees, but when you see a birch that's starting to do that, that is a clear indication that that tree is on its way out. And when that tree is next to this, and the vehicles that are parked next to it, and of course the driveway, and you can see the quad off in the distance, just in a bad spot.
So this tree won't go to waste. This tree won't go to waste. Our primary hardwood up here is birch, so we burn lots of birch through the course of the winter. So yeah, we'll block this thing up and we'll put it in the trailer and split it and get it all ready for next year so it can sit around for a couple of years and dry out. Yeah, so almost perfect. It was a little close to the deck, a little close to the camp, but my measurements are right on. Cool. So let's block this thing up. As always, first and foremost, safety equipment. I've got my trusty chainsaw pants with the multiple layers of Kevlar, so if I accidentally slip with the saw, it's going into Kevlar rather than my femoral artery. Yeah, that sounds pretty morbid, it is. And of course, glasses, earmuffs, and steel-toed boots. I don't cut or do any chainsaw work without those primary safety tools. Safety first, especially when you're old like me and you get a little slower and a little more forgetful and all that good stuff. So this is one of the best parts to taking down a tree. Enjoying a nice little fire in the middle of the boss, right at the beginning of the summer. If I had 5 cents for every piece of brush or piece of wood that we burnt on this property, I'd have a few bucks. Hey, Moose hasn't been up to camp for a few weeks. He's quite enjoying himself. During deer season, we don't bring him up because obviously we're preoccupied with hunting, but I feel guilty. This is his place as much as it is mine. Claim it. So the tree's all gone. It's all cut up and split and piled and in the shed and ready to sit there for 2 years so it can dry out and become firewood for the camp. Right? And what's a fire without a beverage? I'll be back. So it rained last night, pretty heavy. That's on and off snowing today, so yes, that's a big fire, and typically we don't have quite that large a fire, but we're pretty damp right now, so we're good. We're good. We're good. Look what we picked up on Kijiji?
Facebook Marketplace.
Facebook Marketplace, 60 bucks. The perfect lawnmower for camp. We reached out to Fiska's, this is the brand, because the front tires were missing the little rubber pieces. And Fiska's, at no cost, sent us 2 new tires. Pretty awesome. This isn't a paid advertisement either. But we needed something up at camp. And I didn't want something with another gas engine, so yeah, pretty impressive. I think you can see it. You can see that. I'll take you for a little walk and show you the nice work that we did.
One little pile left there, but where the tree was, behind all the chainsaw gear, it was very windy today. And there's the remnant stump. We'll drill a hole in the top of that and put a nice little solar light. Got our way to the outhouse in those dark nights. Yeah, very windy. Very windy. We lost, we had a mountain ash right here. Believe it or not, it was still alive. It was only tied in by part of the stump. Well, sadly, it fell the rest of the way. It is now finished. Oh well. Trying to decide whether to leave it there, and it's kind of cool looking, and just for, you know, that camp look. Leave me a note in the comments whether I should chop it up and dice it up and make it into firewood, or whether I should just let it sit there and be part of the what's the word I'm looking for? Well, part of the allure of this place. Over here we got the makings of some wood for the garage I'm putting up next year. This winter I have to go out and pull down at least another 6 trees, mill them up this winter. I got some spruce that are on their way out on the backside that we'll trim up and we'll mill this winter sometime. It's great to come up here in the winter time and do that kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. It's yeah, keep you busy, keep you moving. Yipper. We did have snow up here. We lost it all. It all disappeared on us. About 2 inches worth. It melted. The lake effect here is really funny. South side, south wind coming in. Once the lake is always cold, but obviously it's such a large body of water. In the fall, the temperature finally starts to get to a decent temperature, and then as the wind blows in on the shoreline in a snowstorm, it melts everything. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Very overcast day. This is our chore for today. Refill the woodshed. That back row is a brand new row. We had used it all up, so all that bottom stuff is birch that's gonna have to sit there for 2 years. So as you see, it's almost empty. We'll get it filled back up again and have it sit. That's all nice gray birch that we used up in the fire pit. Nice place the next little while. In this video, you are going to see some of the November witch. While we were up here during hunting season last week, I could not believe the wind on this water. It was absolutely crazy. Well, I'll let the video speak for itself. You'll see it a little later on in the video. Today is mild compared to that. Strong north wind today. What you doing, Moosey?
So we changed things up inside a little bit.
I'm trying to start the fire again.
Carolyn turns on the lights, you'll see. Oh, my wagon wheel chandelier is coming. I just have to wire it in, and I'm hoping it's going to be as special as what I think it's going to be. Of course it is. Carolyn wearing her camp attire.
Of course.
Yeah. Anyways,
This place is a disaster.
no, this is not a disaster. This is camp.
This is the way camp is supposed to look.
Yep. I wanted to get some drone footage today, but those winds are just a little bit tough. Yep. Right, dear?
That's right. There we go.
Life is better at the cottage.
Isn't that the truth?
No, near sense. I don't want to go back outside.
Oh, the fire exits.
Why aren't you out there? Yep. Right. Come on, go. Yep. Yep. Yeah, so I don't know if you can hear that. I don't know if the GoPro brings out the wind, but yeah. You get these gusts coming in. Oh yeah. During hunting season, well, I guess as part of those November witches, we had we were sitting in the camp. Carolyn was up for that weekend prior to deer rifle, and we're sitting in the camp, and it was calm. It was actually a very, nice afternoon. A little overcast, not a big deal. And then from down the lake, it sounded like one continuous rolling thunder. And it wasn't that, it was the wind. Well, that wind came in, and it literally took my Crocs, and one was on the roof of the camp, the other one was under the camp. Every cover on every barbecue, anything that wasn't tied down essentially was moved.